The book of Ezra, chapter 6. In this chapter, we continue to see firsthand how God always fulfills his promises to those who diligently seek and trust in him. King Darius had commanded in order for there to be a search for the decree made by King Cyrus, his predecessor, which not only authorized the construction of rebuilding the temple of God, but it also provided details on how the temple will be funded. The decree, found in the citadel of Ecbatana in the province of Media, stated that the temple should be rebuilt in no other place than its original site, Jerusalem, and it should be 60 cubits high and 60 cubits wide. It was instructed for the cost to be paid from the royal treasury and for all the silver and gold taken by Nebuchadnezzar from the house of God to be returned. King Darius then confirms the decree and speaks to Tattenai, who was the governor of the region. He cautioned the governor and his associates to stay away from the construction of the temple, making sure absolutely no one interfered with the construction. Tattenai was only instructed to ensure that funds and supplies were properly allocated in order to support the rebuilding efforts. Upon receiving the letter from Darius, Tattenai heeds to the king's commands. The elders of the Jews, led by Zerubbabel and Jeshua, complete the temple on the 3rd day of the month of Adar in the 6th year of King Darius's reign. The Israelites, including the priests and the Levites, celebrated the completion of the temple, singingly and rejoicingly offering sacrifices. The people celebrated the Passover with great joy, for the Lord had brought them out of captivity from being exiles and enabled them to rebuild his holy temple. The Israelites, as well as the people who had separated themselves from unclean practices and non-believers, were able to truly seek after God during the Passover celebrations. For 7 consecutive days, the people were jubilating because the Lord had filled them with so much joy, finally being able to turn the heart of the king of Assyria and not only just allowing them to rebuild the temple, but also funding their building efforts. This chapter highlights God's faithfulness to the people of Israel. It illustrates how God's will always be done, no matter what roadblock the enemy might place on the way. In our obedience to God's commands, he fills us with everlasting peace and joy.